Can you imagine what would happen to marriages if people could operate from strength instead of weaknesses? Mercy instead of criticism. Kindness instead of judgment. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be Jesus. Somebody's got to do it. Jesus said, you want to be like me? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to deny yourself every day. And you're going to take up your cross. And you're going to minister to one woman, one man, 2 little kids, 3 little kids, every day of your life until you're done. And you're going to do it the way I would want you to, living in the boundaries of what it is to be faithful to one man, one woman, and 2 little kids. Parents, that's what you're going to do. You're going to show me. Remember the demoniac? He said, let me come with you. No, go home. Go home, fix the brokenness. Go home and fix it.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to that point, because what struck me when you're talking about Peter is those of us who are involved in ministry, and a number of people who listen to this podcast are involved in that. That's where we take that, feed my sheep. And so we say, okay, well, we'll look after the broken, we'll look after the church, we'll look after whatever ministry we've been put over. But in reality, the love of God shed abroad in your hearts so that you can show it to those who are closest to you every day. That's what's growing in the soil.
That's the sheep. You see, that's the legacy. Do you see how many people in the Old Testament destroyed their own legacy because they did not cherish the children of their own house? And it drove God nuts. He said, you hide yourself from your own flesh. You're not taking care of your boy. You're not dealing with your daughter. Your wife is at the altar. He said, you've covered your garment with violence. You know what he's talking about? Being abusive to your spouse. He said, and they're weeping. This is going on in my house. Stop it. He said, I can't stand it. I don't want that. Now that's Old Testament. New Testament, Jesus said, if you split and you remarry, adulteress, and they freaked out because they said, but Moses, are you saying we can't divorce? He said, the reason you got rid of divorce, this is Jesus talking, was because of the hardness of your heart. That soil had not been rooted and grounded in love, watered by mercy. See, I can't do any of this, but I have seen the love of God. I don't believe there's anything he can't forgive. And if I am willing to be a conduit, wow, I have had the first fruits. It's life-changing. Now, that means I have to stay full of it. You pour out, and you don't get it for the future. You get what you need for the day, because that's it. You're living in the present. See, you're just present-minded because that's all you get. And if you mess up, then that day, you take care of it. You go deal with it. Today. Now. Because I live in now.